Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. We are on episode 87. So before I get into the episode and all of that good stuff, let me just go ahead and say some parts of this episode may not be kid friendly. I repeat, some parts of this episode may not be kid friendly, so you can pause it, save it for later, put your headphones in, do whatever you need to do. But again, some parts of this episode may not be kid friendly. Now that is out of the way, go grab a glass of your favorite drink and let's get on into it. So y'all know how I like to start off my episodes. So I like to start off with a mental health check. So mentally, I would say, because I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Mentally, I would say that I am at what would I say I'm at? I would say that I'm at as far as physically, well, I said mental, so I don't know why I'm talking about physical, but all in all, I'm tired. Like, my body is drained. This has been a long week. Every day after work, I've been coming home taking a nap. Like, a girl been tired. Mentally though, I would say that I am at we're gonna say like an 8.5. Like, I'm doing really good. I was a little bit overwhelmed last night. My baby is teething. I think it's his back teeth that's trying to come in, so I'm dealing with that. So we are dealing with that. But yeah, outside of that, I would say that I'm doing good. Like, work has been going good. A girl been getting to work on time. Like, because if you know, you know. And I have missed y'all so much. I know I have not been here. I am definitely going to work on my consistency, seeing that I do love what I do. Okay, I love letting y'all inside of my mind and how I think, and just bringing y'all amazing content when I do put it out. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all that have been like, where's the episode? I appreciate y'all, for rocking with me, for still being here. I appreciate my new listeners, my subscribers. Welcome. I hope that you enjoy my podcast. It get real, raw, unfiltered, uncut over here. Like, that's what it is. So, like I said in the disclaimer, some things that I say may not be kid friendly. And I used to be like, let me just put that on certain episodes, and then towards the middle, it would go a little left. So I was just like, let me just go ahead and put it on every episode so nobody can be like, how did we get here? Like, you didn't put disclaimer. So I just went ahead and said it at the beginning of every episode. Because we never know what's going to come out of my mouth. Like, that's just what it is with me. So I hope that y'all enjoy the ride. I hope that you guys are doing very, very, very well. Mother's Day just went by. I had a good Mother's Day. Last year was my first Mother's Day. It was terrible. Like, I think I cried half the day. But this Mother's Day, I had a good Mother's Day. And then, I can't wait for my baby to be like, oh, I'm going to get my mommy this. I'm ready. Although it might be with my money. But I'm ready. And then, when they go to school and they're able to draw you stuff, I'm just so excited. My baby is trying to walk now. So, yeah, I'm just so excited. Could talk about him all day, but that's not what we're here for. But I hope that you guys are doing very, very, very well. I am back. I missed you guys. And we are going to go ahead and get into the episode. So we are about to talk about relationships for a second. So I feel like there's this thing ride or die culture. And I feel like women love to say oh, I'm a ride or die. And this man has drugged you through the mud. Y'all be happy to be drugged through the mud, getting back up, brushing yourself off. You're still a little dirty, still a little dusty, but y'all love to be in the mud. That's just something that I just cannot do. I feel like being a ride or die, y'all have just twisted and turned it into something else, down to the men too. They'll be like, oh, I want my woman to be a ride or die. Why you drag her through the mud? And same with the women too. While y'all cheat on him and do this and do that, y'all want but it's mainly men that be ride or die, from what I know. And the women be just here going along with it. I will be like your ride or die if you treat me well. Like, we really locked in. We really there. We have a foundation. We built this. Like, this is what we're doing healthy. It's a word I was about to say, like, but I don't even think it was a word. But on a healthy standpoint. But all of that, like, being drugged through the mud, getting cheated on, lied to, I'm checking the phone, all this, that, and the third. Like, who's doing it? And y'all be happy. Like, that's kind of like holding somebody down when they're in jail. And I remember when I said that if a dude, I think I had the episode like 5 to 10 or something. I'm sorry, but I'm not holding nobody down in jail. I'm not. I'm sorry. Like, if you were in there for like a day or two or something, but if you were in there for like a year, I don't think I could do that. I'm sorry. Because I probably would. I can't even do a day in jail. Like, that's why I live the life that I live. And I can't let no little hoodlum come in here and disturb that, because I'm just not with that, baby. I'm not with it. And that reminds me, because I seen this prank going around on TikTok where the ladies were saying, like, calling from the jail, and they were saying, one girl was like, her boyfriend got caught with something and she took the charge. Her daddy was like, you stupid. Oh, you gonna have to deal with that now. But he was trying to figure out where the dude lived at, though. He was. But yeah, I would never, ever, ever take the fall for anybody. I would not. You out here living it. And that's the same like when women or men go out here and unalive somebody that their partner was cheating with or something. While you locked up, he or she is still out here swinging and opening that thing. So I'm confused. Why would you go here? Why would you go over there and do that? So you done threw your life away, but this person is still free. I'm confused. Why would you do that? I mean, I get like heat of the moment, like you ready to put hands on somebody, whatever, because people be real trigger happy, you know. And I get it, like it's in the heat of the moment. I get it, but we need to be more in control of our emotions, like, and we got to understand who we dealing with. And I think people be real blind to the fact of who they dealing with. Like, I'm pretty sure you probably done heard about this person, especially if they like real known, they real out there. You probably heard about them cheating on Lil Stacy back in the day. Let me not say back in the day. Cheating on Lil Stacy. Got 4 or 5 baby mamas. Her having Tyrone as her sneaky link while she over there dealing with Daryl. Like, y'all know the y'all know the type of people that y'all be dealing with, and then y'all just be like, so y'all act so shocked when it's done to you. Like, you already knew who this person was, so why? And I feel like we are too grown, and some of y'all are like halfway to the grave, and I hate to say that, but because we could go at any time, so we really don't know. But if you up there in age, I just say that you halfway to the grave. Don't take offense to it. That's just something that I say. Because I feel like men who are 40 plus and y'all still playing games, y'all halfway to the grave and ain't going to have nobody when you on your deathbed. But that's a whole nother story. Not even trying to go there. But the point is, we are too old and too grown, or should be too grown, to be settling and dealing with certain things. Like, who wants to be high in a man's stash or shit? Like, who wants to do that? And then it's crazy because y'all want to get y'all doors kicked in so bad for Balenciaga. Like, I'm confused. Why are we doing that? Why? Get up and take your ass to work and get it on your own. We doing all that for a bag? And then some of y'all have kids, which be tripping me out. Like, it just doesn't make no sense to me. It doesn't. Y'all get drugged through the mud just so y'all can be like, oh, he get me this, he get me that, oh, I got this, I got that. Ain't that much. No. I don't know. Even the D couldn't make me be that stupid. And now I've dealt with somebody And I couldn't leave them alone. I just kept going back. But they weren't dragging me through the mud. Wasn't none of that going on. It was just like, what's it called? Emotionally unavailable. I can never say that. Emotionally unavailable. That was like a tongue twister for me. But yeah, so that was the case with that. But like the whole cheating thing, I don't know. I feel like people just be accepting too much. I feel like if you cheat on me, I'm done. Like, that's it for me. I won't trust you. And once I can't trust you, I just can't do it. And then the thing that gets me is that y'all go online, on the internet. Y'all open up these apps. Go looking for the app at that. And nothing in your brain is like, let me not put this up there. And y'all sit there and go on Facebook or you go on Instagram. At this point, y'all go on TikTok and make them videos and just sit there and record, or sit there and type out these long, drawn out paragraphs bashing the other person, like bashing them, knowing that you about to be slurping the mess out of that banana later on that night. Knowing that you about to be sucking them juices from that peach. Well, a peach is a... Y'all get my point. Because the peach is back there. But the middle part. But y'all get what I'm saying. The point is... why do y'all go up there and embarrass yourselves and the person that y'all dealing with? Why do all of your Facebook friends, Instagram friends, Snapchat friends, especially TikTok, need to know that your partner was cheating on you, probably gave you an STD, probably be out here getting his salad tossed, whatever? Why do your friends on social media need to know what is going on? And y'all know y'all about to be back with this person. That's what be getting me. Like, shut up. We don't need to know. Now, if you tell your few good friends or whatever, and it's between y'all, you drop it in the group chat, cool, awesome, amazing, because that's what people do. And then somebody was like that they, like if they're feeling away, and I love this, they were like, if they're feeling away, they'll go record on TikTok, but save it as a draft. And then when they wake up the next day, if they are still feeling that way, then they'll post it. But if not, then they'll just delete it. Which I love that idea. That's smart. Because I'm trying to work on not acting on my emotions, because I be on it. And I'm trying not to do that. Okay, I'm trying to grow and trying to improve as a better woman, as a better mother. Like, trying not to act on my emotions. Because, yeah, if you know, you know when it comes to me. And then another thing that we have to stop doing is stand for potential. And I do that, or stand because of potential. Like, I've done that plenty of times, and then I'll be like, Risha, what are you doing? Like, look in the mirror, look at you, and not even on no physical shit when I say this, but look at them. What are you doing? When you see all that you have going for yourself, all that you're doing, all that you are trying to do, why are you settling with this person? And then the audacity, the nerve of this person to be trying to play you, trying to get you in the mud and drag you. Why are you dealing with them? That's what I be asking myself sometimes. Like, girl, do you know who the hell you are? Like, look in the mirror and really take a good look and see who you are, baby. And it's a no. Like, we have to stop falling for potential, because potential gets us every damn time. If they had the potential to do it, they would have done it. If they had the potential to be this type of person, they would already be it. That's just what it is. And I be having to tell myself that, like, girl, don't fall for what is in your face, not for what you think they could be or whatever, because that's what I be doing. and then I'd be looking like a damn fool in the end. So I'm just interrupting you guys real quick to make sure that you have followed my podcast, that you are also subscribing on my YouTube. Make sure that you get in the comments and tell me what you think about the episode so far. Hit the like button and share it with your family and friends. Let's go ahead and get back into it. So somebody had asked me, what do you need to have a successful relationship for it to be your last? Or I guess you could kind of say, like, what do you need to have a successful relationship or for it to be your last? So for me, I really love that question. I really, really do. I said that I need great communication for both of us to be secure, for us to really understand who we are dating. And I think a lot of people do not really know who they are dating. And I think that's where the issue comes in too. Like, you have to see this person for who they are, and it goes back to potential. That's what it goes back to. You have to see who this person is. Like, if they telling you, oh, I like this or I like that, or this is what I'm about, this is what I believe in, believe them, because that is what they are telling you. You have to believe that. I don't know why we try to be like, oh, no, I can change that. Or, oh, no, they really meant this when they said this. No, baby, they meant what they said. So we have to stop doing. You have to really understand who you are dating. And I think a lot of people don't. They really don't. They laying next to somebody they don't really know for real. Everything, I mean, the sex is good. Y'all might have little kind of over the surface level type conversations, but you don't really know this person. You don't know them. You only know this version that you probably created in your mind, or who they could be, but you don't really know this person. So I feel like when somebody tells you something, you really have to listen and be like, okay, this is who I'm dealing with. So they were like, what's your opinion on ways to accomplish that? So I said, as far as communication, we have to have uncomfortable conversations. And I'm going to pause right there, because a lot of people do not like to have uncomfortable conversations. You have to have those conversations in order to build, in order to grow. And I feel like when you're having a conversation that is so uncomfortable, so uneasy, and makes people kind of like shift in their seat a little bit, it'll tell you who can really communicate like an adult. That's what that will tell you, like who is really going to sit here at this table and work some shit out with you when you have them uncomfortable conversations, because a lot of people cannot have them. And I'm a person where I'm okay with having uncomfortable conversations as long as we talk like adults, as long as we like, okay, if you tell me that I made you feel away when I said such and such, if I ask you, how did that, like what part of what I said made you feel away, I have to be able to take that in, not sit right here and get defensive. You have to throw that defensive shit out when you are having an adult uncomfortable conversation. You cannot sit here with your guard up being defensive, ready to go blow for blow. Like, you cannot do that. That is not a healthy uncomfortable conversation. Like, that's just not what it is. And I'm learning this as I go, because I did used to be on defense mode. And I feel like you have to listen to comprehend. That is the number one rule for me. When having an uncomfortable conversation, you have to listen to comprehend, not to respond. That's the only way an uncomfortable conversation will be successful. You cannot sit here and then if the person tells me what I said to upset them or make them feel away, and I'm like, oh, well, I don't know why that made you feel away, because da-da-da-da-da, if you do da-da-da-da-da, then that's just what you do. That conversation is done before it even fully gets started, because they are still going to feel some type of way about how I made them feel. And then the fact that I don't care how it makes them feel, that adds another layer on to the situation. And it can't be that way. I have to be like, okay, well, I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. It was never my intentions to make you feel that way. This is what I meant when I said what I said. And I only said that because X, Y, and Z. So that way they understand why I said what I said. Or better yet, they know why I said what I said. And then they can go on to whatever. But people don't know how to have unhealthy, uncomfortable conversations. And we really need to bring that back. Like, sit down and have those uncomfortable conversations. An uncomfortable conversation might be like, okay, I have opposite sex friends. Like, how do you feel about that? I mean, I've known these people such amount of time. Some people might not be okay with that, but those are things that you have to talk about. Those are things that you have to find a resolution to. Because if you are going to deal with this person, this goes back to me saying, you have to know who you are dating. You have to know, like, people don't like, you have to have these conversations. Because if he or she doesn't like the fact that you have opposite sex friends, and the person is like, okay, these have been my friends for X amount of years, they are not going anywhere. I don't believe in cutting off my friends because I get a partner, because that's just not something that I do. I would not like that done to me. I feel like it's room and space for everybody. And I set boundaries. They know what it is, blah, 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 blah. If that's not something that person can deal with, they can go ahead and pack it on up. Don't try to date the person and then be like, oh no, I can make them change like this, so I can do this, so they're going to get rid of their friends, or I still want to date her. But then that is a problem for you. Why would you continue to date that person knowing that that's a non-negotiable for you? But yet you're like, no, we're going to work something out, I'm going to still date you. Why would you still date them if that is a non-negotiable? Like, why would you still talk to them? And then get mad when they bring up their opposite sex friend. But they already told you from the jump that's what it was. So, again, we have to know who we are dating. We have to have these uncomfortable conversations. And that's very important. Like, people don't be asking the right questions for real. Like, when getting to know somebody, nobody gives a flying flip what your favorite color is. Later on down the line, if we want to buy you something, but baby, we got to get a little deeper than that. We do. And the one thing that I hate, is when people say come into a relationship healed. I do not like when people say that, because are we ever fully healed from life itself? In my opinion, no, we're not. In certain areas, yes, you can say, I feel like instead of saying come healed, you can say, do you have things that, like traumas, that you were uneasy about, that you have worked on, that you are dealing with, or that you have dealt with? That's how I feel like it needs to be worded. Don't be like, oh, you got to come healed when you come over here. Are you? Because I feel like, which some people might disagree, and I might be, a little off with this. I don't think I am, but I mean, how you see it is how you see it. But I feel like when certain things, it depends on the trigger. Every trigger is not a trauma, so I'm not going to say that. But it depends on the trigger. If something that let's just say, what can I say? Let's just say, I don't want to use that as an example because I feel like it might not be the same thing. But I'm going to say, like, let's just say a person does something and then it triggers you and it makes you think about a past situation, right? So now you're like totally uneasy, you're shaky, or you're very aggressive, defensive. Now your guard is fully up. Would you say that you are fully healed from that? So I've never liked when people say come fully healed. Now, if you were like, I don't know, I just don't feel good when people say that. That just kind of irritates me. Like I said, I would say, do you have things that you feel like you have worked on from your past, or that you need to work on from your past, that could trickle over into your relationship or something like that? Like, and then y'all need to be asking, what are people's triggers for real? That's what you need to ask, and you need to understand it. We shouldn't wait until we trigger somebody, and then that's when we learn that that's a trigger. I feel like that's another over the surface level type of conversation that people need to be having. We don't give a flying flip that you like lasagna on Fridays. Like, we don't care. It's good to know later on. But no, like, we don't care. And I feel like the most that people really want to know these days is your sex good? How much money you make? And what else? I'm going to say they be asking if you got kids, because some people won't date people with kids. So it's like, is your sex good? What's your bank account looking like? And do you have kids? Those are the top things that people really want to know. Like, these days when dating, that's what they want to know. They got to know if you coming with some money. They want to know, are you 50-50 or 100 type of person? That's what they want to know. They're not asking you what your triggers are. They're not asking you about your past traumas that you dealt with. They're not asking you how your relationship is with your parents. And I feel like going back to that, because I was listening to a live the other day, speed dating live on TikTok, and the dude had asked the girl, like, what is her relationship like with her dad? I feel like don't let that be the end all be all, if that's how you say it. Because I feel like a dude could not have a relationship with his mom for X amount of reasons. We don't know why. All we know is they don't have that relationship like he would want. So I feel like you have to really understand why that is. Get down to the root of why this person doesn't have a relationship with their mom. Why this person doesn't have a relationship with her dad. Like, you have to really have these conversations and understand why. You have to understand, you have to know, like, if they were the problem, if the parent was the problem, if it was a mutual thing, like, you just have to understand these things and know them. But people only want to know certain things that don't really fucking matter, in my opinion. It doesn't matter. You can get a big dick nigga from anywhere. Oh, I cracked myself up. But yeah, you can go slipping and sliding down any block. Like, what are we talking about? I just don't understand. That can't be all that we care about. They created toys, and I love mine. I really do. That just can't be all that we want to know. And then somebody's bank account, even if they make 6 fucking figures, who says that you are getting a penny of it? Who said it? So it's like, why do we care? How much are you making? Are you trying to elevate so that you can get to the 6 figures? Because we be like, oh, I want that man that's not making 6 figures, and yet, baby girl, where are you? I'm just confused. Like, it just makes no sense to me. Like, saying that you won't date somebody for a certain thing, but you don't have that, it's like, baby girl, be for real. Or baby boy, be for real. Yeah, I just don't get it. And then I said, uncomfortable conversations, and I said, and be able to communicate like adults at the end of the day. Listen to comprehend, not to respond. And then I said that I'm working on that. And I said, as far as being secure, you can't put your insecurities on your partner. You can express them, but you can't punish them for your own insecurities that they didn't cause. For example, if you have trust issues, I didn't cause them. You had them before you came over here. So that could be a thing like, did you deal with that? And if you have not dealt with that and it's just like, oh, in my last relationship, baby boy, that has nothing to do with me. I 100% get it. I do. I 100% get it. But you cannot come over here and put that on me. That's not what we're going to do. I didn't cause that. I can sit here and be typing in my phone right beside you with no issue, but your eyeballs are going to be glued to my phone because you think I'm doing some shit. Or if I'm texting, oh, who you texting? Who this? Who that? Nobody wants to hear that shit. Like, go sit down. Nobody wants to hear that, and I feel like you need to deal with that. Like, you need to deal with that before you enter a new relationship. Don't put that on anybody, because what you are insecure about, baby, you have to work on that within yourself. That's something that you have to do. You cannot bring that over here and then all that baggage. Like, boy, pack your luggage and go on. And then I said, what did I say? I said, understanding who you're dating means being with someone and understanding that who they are. What? Understanding who they are as a whole. If you're dating someone that smokes, don't complain about it months in if you already knew what it was when you were pursuing them. And that is my biggest thing. When y'all are pursuing people, you see who they are. You see who they are. But y'all be like, oh no, I'm going to overlook that. I'm going to sweep that under the rug. That's no biggie. Whatever. Y'all get into the relationship. Y'all done bagged them. And now y'all start to complain about the that they've been doing this whole time. I don't understand why y'all do that. I don't get it. Why are y'all complaining about some shit that they have been doing before you locked it in with them? Like, why are we complaining about it now? I've been doing this. And you knew that. And then, yes, I get that being friends with somebody and dating somebody are being in a relationship with them are two totally different things, because I tell people all the time, relationship me and friend me are two totally different people. I don't give a flying flip what you do when you are my friend. Like, I don't give a damn. I don't. You want to smash 20 bitches? Do that. Go ahead, sir. That's your penis. May it still be there in the morning. If I want you to be my man and we locked in, you think you about to be hanging around bitches, you got me fucked up, because that's not about to happen. You not about to do. But if that was your lifestyle prior to me, why would I pursue you? Why would I entertain the thought of a relationship if you was out here around bees every day, every night, sun up to sundown, them bitches was on you? Why would I sit here and put all my little eggs in your basket, knowing that they was on you? Like, what's about to change? And then he gonna say, well, you knew this was my lifestyle before you start. I sure did. And my dumb tail fell for the potential. Oh, he can change. He not gonna be like that when he get with me. Baby girl, yes he is. He is. Now, if he told you out of his mouth like, oh no, for one, while he is pursuing you, that shit should have been stopped. While he was pursuing you, it should have stopped. When y'all started going on dates and started hanging out, that should have stopped. It's no reason that he should still be hanging out with 20 to 30 B's from sun up to sundown. It's no reason, because he's already showing you this is what it is. But yet, oh, he's D big, oh, he got money, or he doesn't have any kids, or he co-parents really well. I can deal with it. Get in a relationship. Oh, I don't like that. Why are we doing that? Why? You might as well shut up and sit back and relax. You might as well be the 21st girl or the 31st. That's what you might as well just be that. That's what it is. He already showed you who he was. But yet y'all be stupid for a little piece of meat and a little penny that nobody told you were going to get. I miss talking to y'all. I really did. And as we can see, I had a lot to say. I just really don't be understanding for real. Like, y'all be understanding and knowing who these people are, knowing what y'all will deal with and won't deal with for the most part. But yet y'all still get in these situations, these relationships, still pursue these people knowing who they are and what you're going to have to deal with. Why do y'all do that? Why? And then I feel like it's very important for y'all to have a life outside of your relationship. Be your own individual person. It can't be like, oh, I'm not with my partner. I don't know what to do with myself. And, oh, I miss you. I'm coming up. Oh, I want you to come back down. And it's just boring. And, like, don't get me wrong. I want to live inside my man's skin. I want him to live inside of mine. Do not get me wrong at all. Now, when I say that, my love language is quality time as well as physical touch. So I like to be up under my man. I like them kisses. I like them hugs. I like them booty grabs. Like, I like that. When I walk by you, smack that thing. Grab it. Grab me. Like, I like that. Tell me that you miss me and kiss me. That's what I want. But you need to have a life outside of your partner. You have to have your own identity. Like, when they leave you, your whole personality done left with them. No, it shouldn't be like that. Like, who are you when your partner's not around? You have to have a life outside of your partner. Because when they don't pick up the phone or they're not answering you, then you're upset, you're mad, which it depends on the situation when it comes to that. But if y'all just talked literally 10 minutes ago and now you're mad because they didn't pick up the phone, they have a life outside of you. But you don't have one outside. You have to have your own identity. And a lot of people be like, oh, I don't want to be known as Jake's girlfriend. Like, I have a name. That's why you need to have a life outside of Lil Jake. You have to have a life outside of him. Like, go out here and do some shit. Go have fun. They know Jake. Get them to know the real you, Abby. These names are killing me. But yes, you have to have an identity and a life outside of your partner. Now, mind you, when I get comfortable with somebody and I've been talking to them, whatever, I build a routine with them. You know, so if I'm dating you and then I stop talking to you for whatever reason, or we stop talking, I might be like, damn, this the person that I wanted to tell X, Y, and Z. Damn, me and him would normally be on the phone, blah, blah, blah. So then I have to get back to my normal routine of what it is that I would normally do. Y'all, so I have a new little segment coming, and it's going to be Real and Raw Confessions, and I'm super excited about it. Y'all can have everything is anonymous, okay? So anonymous confessions, anonymous drama, anonymous stories, advice, mess, tea, everything. Y'all will be able to submit your little messiness, your confessions, whatever the case may be, anonymously, okay? I look forward to that because I can't wait to hear. I will give y'all my advice, what I would do in certain situations. Like, I look forward to that. I'm so happy to be back. I missed y'all. I hope this episode was good for y'all because, as you can see, I had a lot to say. Like, I'm kid-free tonight. Like, I'm kid-free. My son is with his daycare lady. She's keeping him overnight. Mommy needed a break, and I'm happy that I get the break. Like I said at the beginning of the episode for the mental health check, a girl was overwhelmed, overstimulated last night, for real. So I'm just happy to be able to do this. You can tell by my voice, like, I'm so happy. I missed you guys. I'm full of life, full of joy. Like, I missed y'all, for real. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all that are still here, that still ask me, like, when is the episode dropping? My podcast is not going anywhere. I'm still here. I'm still rocking, still pushing. Make sure that y'all like, comment, share if you are listening on YouTube. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a side piece to tell a boo about my podcast. And I will see y'all on episode 88. Bye.